Hey, Big's out in the yard again. What are we going to talk about today? Check your oil. Now, some of us drive lower mileage vehicles where maybe checking the oil isn't as critical. Although I'm going to give you some exceptions to that rule. But definitely on higher mileage vehicles. And I can remember a long time ago when I was the one responsible for the wife's ride. Some of us hit that stage where there's a woman in your life, now there's another car you got to kind of keep an eye on. Teach your girl how to check the oil. The proper ways, the improper ways, the hows and the whens. It's not that difficult. I could give you a lesson on that right here, but I would hope that that's not required. Anytime you got a vehicle with, let's say 100,000 miles is the benchmark, they're just going to naturally start using a little bit of oil. But now keep in mind, as that oil level gets lower, the amount of oil used, I'm not even going to say burnt. You really don't see a lot of cars anymore with blue tailpipes, but they will use oil. So check it, because it's a lot cheaper than a motor. Then either you got to call one of the reman places or you got to call me. Either way, you need a motor. What's some exceptions to the rule? Well, I'll give you two examples. Newer Subarus have had this chronic oil usage issue for a while. And now if you go to the dealer with your new, your Legacy or your Outback or whatever the hell it is you got, and you say to that service manager, well, that car is using a little bit of oil. You know what he's going to tell you? I know. Do you know? He's going to tell you, oh, that's normal. You know what? On those cars, it is normal. But don't confuse normal with right. A lot of the newer Subarus use oil, but that's not right. Can you say defective by design? And I've seen this on a lot of vehicles, on a lot of parts over the course of the years. Keep in mind, I've been a recycler since 1984. Longer than some of you out there have been driving. I'll give you another example. Hyundai or Kia. Same shit, different day. A lot of people don't know that Hyundai and Kia is the same company, but it is. But I'm going to give you an example. I got a good friend, and they have a Kia Sorento with the ever popular 2.4 Kia motor. And I've been telling him, better keep up on that oil. Well, sure enough, the last time he looked at it, it was 2.5 quarts down. 2.5 quarts. Something primarily his wife drives, and I guess he's got a little bit of an issue with getting her to check the oil. Well, then I told him what used motors were going for, so maybe that was inspirational. But this car had, you know, this car, I don't know what it's got on it right now, because we started this conversation maybe 2 years ago already. But yeah, they will use oil. Check it. It's not rocket science. Oil's cheap. Motor installs are pricey. Now, I'm not saying you got to do it every week, but I would strongly suggest at least once a month. Yes, do it on a flat surface. Don't check it right after you turn the car off, because there's a lot of motor up in the passages yet. As it gets older and higher miles, well, then you might want to check it every 2 weeks. Again, oil's cheap. Heck, I had a friend years ago. Actually, I still have this friend, but we're not going to get into all that. But they had a Plymouth Duster. That car went through so much oil, I used to give them a gallon of drain oil. Just put that in the trunk. Just add it when you need more. I'll get you more. Oil's cheap insurance. Get yourself some. Till next time.